The city slept in pieces. Streetlights buzzed through broken glass. I'd spent 12 hours moving concrete and pretending this collapse might pass. Hospital shoes squeak differently when you've got ash ground in the seams. I brought her flowers from the gift shop, which looked suspiciously like budget grief. Voltage lay there pale but breathing, machines translating hope to sound. And I sat beside her, cracked in half, trying not to break more ground. Then the room got still, not quiet still, like the air itself had signed an NDA. And he walked in, sharp suit, calm smile, like Catastrophe had excellent PR. He said, "You look tired," which felt unfair, given he was personally responsible. He stood beside her bed like death with stock options, and suddenly every bad decision in my life started taking notes. "I know what they told you," he said. "Recovery, stabilization, time." That careful, heroic language built to keep panic mildly housebroken. Then he leaned in closer. "She won't survive it." No flourish, no cruelty, just certainty, like he was discussing structural damage or weather patterns or interest rates. And somehow that made it worse, because villains who scream, you can hate them. Villains who sound reasonable, those are the dangerous ones. He said he could save her, undo the damage done, not out of mercy, but because every war needs someone useful when it's won. He didn't want destruction, he wanted order, refined control, a better system built by hands like mine. Practical, overlooked, desperate enough to cross lines. "Your heroes fight for symbols," he said. "I fight for outcomes," which I hated, mostly because it landed. He knew exactly who I was. The one carrying sandbags while capes gave interviews. The one rebuilding schools while legends mourned themselves dramatically. He didn't see a sidekick, he saw infrastructure. He offered resources, authority, a cure. And all I had to do was help him win properly. Now I'd love to tell you I immediately delivered a rousing speech about justice and friendship and moral fortitude, but exhaustion is a funny thing. So here's a love, because when you've watched the person you love breathe through borrowed electricity, principles start sounding disturbingly negotiable. I asked, "Why me?" He laughed, not cruelly, which somehow felt ruder, because he said, "You already do the work. I'm simply offering you credit." And wow, I really needed him to be less psychologically accurate. Voltage shifted slightly, hand twitching in sleep, still fighting somewhere even now. And there I stood between the girl who believed anyone could be saved, and the man offering me proof that maybe she could. He said, "Work for me, help me reshape this city." And she lives, no tricks, no hidden clauses, just corruption in clean typography. I looked at her, at him, at every shattered block outside, and for one terrible moment the path forward looked heartbreakingly simple. Trade myself, save her, become the villain's right hand, so the brightest thing I've ever known wouldn't burn out. He left me with his number, because of course evil has excellent follow-up strategy. And as dawn cracked over a city still learning how to stand, I realized the hardest part of heroism was never fighting monsters, it was deciding what you'd become to keep one alive.